Okay, just want to make sure everything's set up properly before I start streaming. My microphone's working. Alright, let's just begin the stream now. We're recording, we're streaming. Okay. Let's just jump back into this game and then start the trial. Hopefully I get everything memorized for the next day, because like I was away from this game, and hopefully I'll just get this memorized. To my usual introduction, the artist is in the house, baby, and welcome back once again to my next episode of feature Let's Play. And today we're going to continue playing the game Ace Attorney Trilogy, like Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. So, on this last episode, we basically gathered some clue for the death of Jack Hammers. Although I don't know that's a real legitimate Japanese name, but this is made in redubbed in the English version, so let's go on with it. But other than that, we learned that the kid learned everything about what's happened during this scenario. Like, he's seen everything, like practically everything. He got everything in a snapshot. So we're just gonna try to figure out the best as we can and see what we can get out of the kid, and try not to antagonize them as we can in court. Because when you have kids in court, it's pretty much hard to get through, especially when they're testifying. So anyway, let's jump back in this game and let the trial begin. Yes, let the trial begin. October 19th, 9:42 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 1. Are you gonna say anything?
Mr. Wright?
Yes?
Why do you look so unhappy?
Nothing. Really, it's nothing. Right, Mia? Uh-oh, she looks even unhappier. Phoenix, your client is not particularly a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him. This is no time for dead people jokes, please.
You know we're going into this trial utterly defenseless. Yet, if Mr. Parr is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it.
Something overlooked.
We have to find something, Phoenix, today. It's that or lose the trial.
This isn't going to be easy. I mean, quite literally, it's not going to be easy. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday, we learned that there were 2 other people present at the studios. Today, we would like to show evidence proving that they had nothing to do with the murder. Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. I wonder if it'll be that producer. The prosecutor calls Mrs. Sal Manila. Again, this is a really hell of a last name. Okay. The prosecutor calls Mrs. Sal Manila to the stand. Or that director. That guy's a fucking freak. Will the witness state his name and profession? How rude of you, Get. How rude could you get? You don't know me? I hate his vocabulary. I'm the director. I make the Steel Samurai new RFL. You fucking nerd. Sam Manila. I'm a director of television. Oh wait, there was a bug in front of me. Were you at Global Studios at the day of the murder? Yes, Your Honor. Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of that day.
Phoenix, let's start by picking this testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it.
Right. He doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure. Here goes nothing. I was at the studio from around 9 o'clock a.m. that morning. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run-through. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I heard that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area. But I had a meeting in the studio too, trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in a meeting around 4 o'clock. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. That's about it. So we're gonna have to keep pressing on him and see what he's got to say. The time of Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. And according to your testimony, you were in a meeting at that time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. I want to see how well I can do this one. It was at the studios around 9 o'clock a.m. Is that when you always come in to work? Oh no. I came in all sorts of hours. It's the industry's way. Yeah, I know all about the freaks in your industry. Still, FTOIW. I don't even know what that means. I was pretty busy all that day. Tell us more about that. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run-through. In the employee area? That's right. It was a fight scene between the Steel Samurai and evil magistrate. Was anyone else at the run-through? Oh yeah, that security lady was sitting there watching the whole thing. Lol. She was cheering on Hammer, if you can believe it. She certainly has the lungs for that. Anyone else? Nope, just us four. It took it took a lot more time than I thought it would. Why did it go so long? Why did it go on so long? I'm pretty sure you've already heard about this, but WP twisted his ankle. Okay, Will Powers. So Will Powers twisted his ankle during the run-through. See? All right, that's a lump. Which, of course, led me to missing my lunch. RFS. What do you mean by that? You speaking of rolling on the floor? Starving? Oh. At least you explained that to me. Thank you. I heard that everyone at lunch at the employee area. What second did you guys have for lunch? T-bone steak. The assistant cooked some up. Okay, come to think of it, there was a plate with some bones on it in the employee area. Everyone else, meaning that that the witness did not eat with them. But I had a meeting in the studio too earlier, so I ended up skipping lunch. So in the end, you didn't get to eat? Yeah, no steak at least. Can you believe it? That must have been tough.
Phoenix.
Yeah?
Doesn't something about that seems a bit odd to you?
Yeah, because like, when you say that there was, he couldn't eat, there was some place at the Studio 2 next to the trailer. So there was some, there was some leftover food over there. It is contradictory. Yeah, it does seem a bit odd now that you mention it. Mr. Manila. What do you want, Swiss? When I went to Studio 2, I saw something on the table there. There were 2 plates, the same kind of plate that I was at the deployed area. Who ate there? Who ate lunch there? No, good call. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. But I did eat, after all. A T-bone steak, you mean? Yeah, well, I admit, the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer, thinking I could eat it later. Clearly a man who likes to eat. I suspected as much. So, what exactly did you eat? We took one break during that meeting. I wolfed it down then. Drool. L. I meant to image I would carry with me to my grave. Wait a second. If they took a break in that meeting, that contradicts on his testimony. I'll press on that one just a bit more. We were in a meeting about 4 o'clock. What were you discussing about? It's just a summary story and our budget. Get this. The sponsors turn to me and say, Mr. Manila, those scripts of yours are not appropriate for children. Can you believe it? What do you mean by not appropriate? Actually, I kinda can. So nobody left the table during the whole meeting. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. You didn't take a single break? Well, yeah, not a one, Swiss. You're obviously lying there. What's he studying so much about, I wonder? If only I had an idea. Wait a second. Maybe I do have an idea. I gotta press harder. Wait a second, because I don't have any clues or evidence to back things up for my little court record. So I got nothing to back that up. So let's see what he's got to say. Mr. Manila, you just contradicted yourself. Didn't you just tell the court that you ate a T-bone steak during a break? Oops. Well, I don't want to say the word. This is stupid. Well, waffle. Like, Mr. Manila, what's this all about? Well, yeah, I guess we did take a break.
Phoenix, great job. If they took a break, one of them could have gone up the stool during that time.
Your Honor, I called on the witness to testify to the court about this break. Very well. Mr. Manila, your testimony, please. Uh-oh. Ashworth is laughing. What is he up to? What is he up to? The break. Okay, I don't want to say those nerd stuff, even though I'm maybe a nerd, but I don't want to say that stuff. It's just so stupid. I just got freebie. We took a break. Waffle. But it was only 15 minutes. 15. It's only 13 in base 12. Not enough time for someone to say commit murder in Studio 1, lol. That's only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak, if you ask me, Steams. Because they did say that they had to keep things confidential for the director and the producer. So basically, those two are up to something. Like, they know a lot more than they let on. So let's just hear more what's got it by pressing on forward. I don't think it would even be enough time for that, but that's just me. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. Yeah, freebie. We took a break, Waffle. What time exactly did you take this break? I say it was from around 2:30 or so until 2:45. That's the time of the death. 2:30? That's the time of death. Yeah, like I said. So he could have gone up to Studio 1, kill Hammer, come back. I guess it's possible, time-wise. But it was only 15 minutes. 15! That's only 13 and 12 base 12. What were you doing for those 15 minutes? Eating my T-bone steak. What else? There were 2 plays on that table? Oh, right. The other one was Diva. Sorry, Div Vasquez. Okay. Div Vasquez table. Div Vasquez plate. Div Vasquez, the producer. To eat a T-bone steak in 15 minutes is quite a feat. Not enough time for someone to say, commit murder in the Studio 1, lol. So why do we say stuff like that? Why is that? Objection! What? Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honor, the testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with this murder. Because of the block game, right? It was impossible for any of them to go to this Studio 1. What? Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio 1. Well, Mr. Wright?
Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer.
Do you claim that someone from Studio 1 went to Studio... Okay. Let's see here. Do you claim that someone from the trailer went to Studio 1? No, because, like, it's possible they, I may have to say no, it's not possible because there was a blockade with a monkey's head. And you have to wait for, like, around 4 o'clock to get to that spot after they moved the head out the way. So we're going to say, I don't claim it, so we have to say it's impossible. I don't want to write off so many possible suspects. But I can't keep claiming the impossible either. I agree that it was impossible for anyone in the trailer to go to the studio in that time. Haha. I thought you might be thoughtlessly trading on thin ice again. But I see you had at least an inkling of the truth. What do you mean, Mr. Ashworth? It's quite simple. True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of the death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Mrs. Monkey had barred the way. Yeah, just like I indicted or anticipated. See, it's just like I claimed. Because, like, sure, the monkey's head is blocking the road, but it's also possible that you could jump over it and jump to the corner near the trees and around the statue, like from behind the statue. So it is possible you could do that. Around 12:15, a strong gust of wind knocked down the studio's mascot's head. Ergo, when the people in the trailer took a break at 2:30, the way to the studio was blocked. Blocked by Mrs. Monkey's severed head. Yep, just as I thought. It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edward has a point. And somehow, I feel no desire to correct him. I believe we have seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Manella from the stand. What? It's over? Very well, the court's opinion on this court is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in the studio too on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1. Okay. They therefore have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. Yeah, because it could be anybody. Anybody. If we had that, I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty. Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we indeed have decisive evidence of witness. You're talking about the kid. Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth? My witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewed the victim. Order? I will have order? I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for recess. Alright, so we're doing good so far. We're doing good. October 19, 11:04 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. What do we do now, Mia?
If everyone in that trailer has an alibi...
Oh wait, if anyone in the trailer has an alibi...
I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong.
Mia? Don't tell me you're giving up. If you're giving up, what hope do I have?
Don't get me wrong. I never given up on the trial before. Not while there was a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. The people in the trailer could not have gone on to Studio 1. I thought there was more to it than that. But I was wrong. That's all there is.
What's going to happen to me? It kind of seems like everyone in that course thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer.
Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you are innocent, we will prove it, I guarantee it. Leave it to us, and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai, hero to children everywhere, after all.
You. Thanks.
Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it.
Alright, let's give it our best. God damn, I feel lightheaded. 10 minutes later, District Court, courtroom number 4. Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecutor has a concern. As a witness is a great schooler of tender years, and this is a murder case. We worry that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with his cruel questioning. Nice to see Edward taking a more high ground. However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hatkins to the stand. Yep, it's a kid. Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand? Oh, right. Guard, please bring him a box. One of those donut trays should do. Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness!
What? Just cause you're all grown up don't mean you can push me around. Cody, answer his question, okay? Hey, it's you, the nice lady. I'm Cody Hatkins. I'm in 2nd grade.
I get the feeling this is going to be a long, long day. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. Witness, I mean, Cody. He's having trouble with the gentle thing. You were present. You were at Global Studios on the day of the, incident?
You got a problem with that?
Please tell us all what you saw that day.
What, Pops? You want me to tell you and Gramps with that beard over there?
Just Mr. Edgeworth will be fine. I prefer a gentleman. Please. A very long day. Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom. My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he can bring it. I'd like special permission if that's possible. Wait, so you're saying you had to bargain terms with a kid and you lost?
Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet. But I bring it with me wherever I go. Phoenix, I wonder if he had that camera on the day of the murder. You better make a note to that. Make a note of you better make a note of it in the court record.
Ugh, goddamn, I can't read. Okay. A new digital camera. Cody always carries it, though he's still learning how to use it. Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw the day of the incident. Okay, the witness's account.
I wanted to see the Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studio that day. I went through the woods, off the path, so that old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kind of lost on the way, though, for about 30 minutes. When I came out by the studio, there was a Steel Samurai. It totally rocked right before my very eyes. Out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! If I had my camera with me, that would have been the whole time for the shot, I tell ya. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home.
Okay. Very well. The defense may begin the cross-examination. But be gentle. Remember, you're talking to a child. This kid is tougher than most adults we see in here, honestly.
I wanted to see the Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. Hold
it! You really like the Steel Samurai, huh?
Of course I do! I attend every show! And I go to all the live performances!
That's impressive. Have you been to the amusement park?
Of course, duh! My dad always takes me.
Poor dad.
I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day.
Was that day the first time you went to the studio?
Actually, I've been there. I've been a couple of times. I never imagined to get there on a rehearsal day. And the security lady's always yelling.
Right. Please continue.
Sure, Bobs. I'll get to it. How am I supposed to talk with you cutting me off all the time? Jeez.
Well, he's getting his medicine worth.
I went through the rest off the path so that old lady wouldn't catch me.
Off the path, you say?
Yeah, you know how the studios are in a valley there. If you go off the path a little, there's some woods. That's where I was.
I see.
Anyhow, I was going to the studio.
Did nothing unusual happen on your way to the studio?
Unusual?
Did you see this monkey by any chance?
Oh, you mean Mr. Monkey? Yeah, I saw him. But his head wasn't busted.
What? So you went straight to the studio?
I got kind of lost on the way, though, for about 30 minutes.
You got lost in the woods?
Yeah, I couldn't figure out which way I was walking. Man, was I relieved when I saw the blue studio store. But guess what happened next? When I came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai.
The Steel Samurai?
Yeah, he was standing by the studio gate. It looked like he was thinking about it looked like he was thinking about something before going in. Then he opened the gate and went inside.
I see. What then?
It totally walked right before my very eyes. And came out the bad guy.
You mean, magistrate? You mean a bad guy?
A guy, a person, kind of tall, skinny.
Are you sure it was a guy?
I don't know. It was kind of far away.
He's being awfully vague.
Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow!
What happened to the bad guy?
Huh? Well, he kind of didn't move. Not a bit. Looked like he was dead. I guess he's a real pro. What a great actor.
Yes, I suppose he was.
If I had my camera with me, that would have been a time for a shot, I tell ya.
If, you had your camera. You mean you weren't carrying a camera then?
No, I wasn't. It's not like I have it at all time.
Really? I guess I seen the killing of freaked him out and he went home.
Phoenix, remember, he's a child. Use gentle words, but be firm.
Easy for you to say. So what's the best way to use it? Let's see here. Okay, contains photos of every victory post seen in every battle. I'm guessing the last part has to be an objection because he said he takes every picture. He takes a picture of every victory, and he carries the camera with him all the time. A new digital camera, Cody always carries it, though he's still learning how to use it. So that also contradicts it. So let me just go back and then get to the part where he has to be lying. Let's see here. Came at the studio, the samurai. Totally walked before my fair eyes and came at the bad guy. Of course, the steel samurai took him down. So, let me try to present this with a camera. Yep, got it on my first try. Cody, what you just said seems, well, a little strange. So, I was right. So, the scrapbook was my second guess, but I went with the camera. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that.
Huh?
Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right? Mr. Wright, a word with you. Uh-oh. Was I putting the pressure on too much? What is this digital camera contraption you are talking about? It's a digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that? I see. Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you would not bring your camera on the trip to the studios. You did bring it, didn't you?
Objection!
Mr. Wright, how cruel are you to terrorize supporters to Charles so? I don't care if he's a charge or a prosecution attorney. No one should lie in court. What do you mean, or a prosecuting attorney? Well, Cody?
What? Yeah, so I have my camera, so what? You got a problem with that?
There is a problem because you lied to the court. So you do have a camera. And did you use this camera?
Why would I use it? I was too busy watching.
Very well. Please testify to the court about what you were also busy watching. Because, like, he gave us the scrapbook, and also the scrapbook, in the scrapbook, he takes a lot of victory done by a Steel Samurai. So, he had to take a picture for that one along the way during that day for the date of murder. So, let's see what he say.
Yeah, I had my camera with me, but I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off of it. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Ram! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong. The Steel Samurai rolls.
Interesting. Okay, I gotta figure out how to find a contradiction for that one. Oh, is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Yeah, I have my camera with me.
So why didn't you use it?
Objection!
What now? He's getting to that. Relax and listen.
I didn't use it because I was busy watching the real thing. But I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off of it.
So you were watching the Steel Samurai. Did you watch the whole fight?
Yeah, of course.
You didn't turn away, not even once.
No?
Okay, then tell us exactly what happened.
Yeah, I'll get to that. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wow!
So the bad guy attacked him first.
Yeah,
What sort of person was this bad guy?
I told you, a person. He was a person.
How was he dressed?
I kinda don't remember. I was too busy watching the Steel Samurai.
I see. And what happened next?
Then the bad guy stopped moving.
Why?
Huh? What do you mean, why?
Why wasn't the bad guy moving?
Well, the Steel Samurai brought him to justice.
And how exactly did he do that?
How did he do it? With the samurai kick, and the samurai punch, samurai jump, samurai slap. Something like that.
He's still being vague about this.
Wait, what? Don't give me that look, Pops.
How should I play this? I don't think pressing him hard is a good idea, because one, he's a child. And if I press him any harder, it will penalize me. So I'm gonna have to wait and see what happens. Yeah. If I press too hard now, the judge might keep me from continuing. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I'll just sit back and see how the rest of this goes.
He's so strong. The Steel Samurai rules.
So what do you do So what did you do after the bad guy fell, Cody?
Actually, the fight was so intense that I kind of got scared. So I went straight home.
Something isn't adding up here. Something about his account doesn't seem right.
Phoenix, it doesn't seem right because he's being deliberately vague. Let's press on the facts, find out what he saw.
Alright. So may have to go along with the, So I have to go along with pressing it further. So I had to make a chance with that. Alright. 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 So we're gonna have to press it a little further. I'm gonna have to make a risk for that one. Because like, if I was to get it wrong, then I had to figure out another way to get him down. So let's just use this. Cody.
What?
Something's bothering me. Before you said that couldn't take your eyes off the action.
Yeah? So what?
Yet you missed the most important part.
Objection!
What is the meaning of this? The witness has stated what he saw quite clearly.
Objection!
You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me what kind of murder uses a samurai slap. My point is this. Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurai's fight. But you missed the most important part. The killing blow. Order! Order! Mr. Wright, how could this be? Can you explain how he might have missed something so vital with the spear? Because if he saw everything, he would have saw a spear going through his chest, and he got scared and went home. That's what made him be scared. That's the thing.
Phoenix, I believe you're on the right track with this. Think, why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? I know you can figure this out.
Mr. Wright, your answer? Okay, let's see. We have a certain that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight? Okay, he couldn't watch it. He was watching something else. Show evidence. Your Honor, I have evidence. Evidence? Yes, Your Honor. Why did Cody look away from the fight? Okay, a murder weapon. Break through the shaft with the murder managed to duct tape. It contains photos of every victory scene about it. Okay, that could be my best guess for that one. The Path of Glory. Because why did Cody look away from the fight? Okay, there's two guesses. One for the Path of Glory and the Spirit Samurai. And I had to make a good guess of either the Samurai Scrapbook or the Samurai Spear. So let's just see what happened with the Samurai Scrapbook. Let's present it with this. Here's my proof. Proof? I can't do that again. Yeah. Huh. You lost your nerve. And okay, that That didn't ruin me. Thank God. It didn't penalize me. Okay. My second guess is a Steel Samurai spare.
Take that!
Here's my proof. Proof? Can I do that again? Okay. Alright. It can't be something and lost something else. Alright. My third guess is a camera. So he was carrying the camera and he took a picture of it.
Take that!
Here's my proof. Because, like, the thing is, he carries a camera everywhere he goes, and he takes a picture of it. And the scrapbook I may have with me now may be outdated. But he also said to us, and I quote, that I take everything and kept it inside the camera. But he doesn't know how to take everything out. So he didn't remove the evidence in the camera after he posted. So that's my only best assumption. Here's my proof. What's that? So my other two guesses was spot on, but it has to be those ideas. It has to be one of those two ideas first, but this is my third option. What's that? A camera? The witness stated that he recently received this camera. Yes, I'm aware of that. He wasn't entirely familiar with his operation. I'm aware of that too. Oh, correct. Why would Cody be looking at somewhere else something else at a critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture. Hey! Bullseye.
What's your problem, Pops? You got a thing for picking on little cats?
Pressing, not picking.
Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying clearly. Smart of you to realize there was no way he could stand there watching his hero and not take a picture.
Right. Cody? There was only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight. And that was because you wanted to take a picture. But having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet. So you missed the climax of the fight, correct? Well...
Yeah. Well, Phoenix, I'll bet you anything he's not hiding more than that. Have him testify again.
Right, me and me's business. Your Honor, the defense would like to request that Cody Hawkins testify once more. Very well. Cody, could you please tell us all about your camera? And about why you did not take a picture of the fight? Welcome to the real world, kid. No photo?
Yeah, you're right, Pops. The system I had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So I had my camera. So I held up my camera to take a picture. But the lens wouldn't open in the time, so I missed it. That's all that happened, yep.
Interesting. Anything strange in that testimony, Mr. Wright? I'm not sure. But I would like to proceed to cross-examination anyway. No photo. Let's see what else we got.
Yeah, you're right, Pops.
Hold it!
Pops?
Yeah, I called you Pops, spiky-haired geezer.
Geezer? I am Mr. Esworth, and I was happen to be Mr. Bearded Gentleman.
That's what I hate about grown-ups. You're all so self-conscious.
Kid, when you grow up, you're gonna become adult too. Okay, I'll put the kid's glove. Testify, witness. I'll testify.
Yipes! The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of evil.
Hold it!
So, did you see the beginning of the fight?
Yeah.
Did you notice anything unusual?
Well, I guess the Steel Samurai was moving a little strange.
How so? Moving strange? Like with his limp leg or something, or limp ankle?
So I held up my camera to take a picture.
Hold it!
Why couldn't you take a picture?
My new camera has too many buttons. I can't figure it out. I tried to take a picture. I really tried. But the lens wouldn't open at the time I missed it. So I missed it.
Hold it!
When the lens opened, what did you see?
Well, a person on the ground, and it's still samurai. That's all that happened.
Hold it!
That's all?
Yeah, I told you I didn't take a picture.
I would've... Once I got that lens open, did he really not take the picture? Or not even one? No, I had to press on to him because like he is hiding something. Nah, definitely... Nah, he definitely would have taken a picture. It's gotta be something I can use. Cody. Listen up, Cody Hawkins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture.
Hey!
Bullseye?
How did you know?
I see through all your lies, Cody Hawkins. It's one of my powers.
Wow.
This feels great.
Yeah, I took a picture.
Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this, Cody?
I took a picture, but it was too late, so I erased them.
Hold it!
You erased them.
Yeah,
Why would you erase your picture of your beloved Steel Samurai victoriously? Pictures.
well, you know. Why would I want to keep the picture like that?
He's becoming less and less cooperative. I'm gonna I gotta find a clear contradiction soon, or some solid evidence. How can I pick a hole to short testimony?
There has to be something.
Take it up to the Phoenix. I'll find out what this kid's all about. I have an idea. Okay, so let me just get this out. My next evidence is the scrapbook. So you took every picture of it that contains photos of every victory scene in every battle the Steel Samurai has won. So we're gonna present that to him. Cody.
What? Man, every time you say Cody, you felt it was something bad.
I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day.
Huh? Oh, right.
What was it you told me then?
I go to every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands a final blow. What's that? I got them all. I never miss one. A perfect collection.
So there you go. There goes his contradiction right there. So he did took it. Cody, did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victoriously over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album?
Ah!
Mr. Wright, what exactly is this album? It's called a photo Path of Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hawkins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won. I see. Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among all his pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day. Order? Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? If the Steel Samurai has just defeated his adversary, I certainly would have expected to see a picture of it in this album. Exactly my point, Your Honor.
No, wait, no way! Phoenix, I think we finally discovered the truth. And what the truth it is.
Mia, are we sure about this? Did he actually witness a murder?
Yes. I'm pretty sure what you're all thinking is right. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is.
Mr. Wright, please explain to the court of what is going on here. Why was there no picture in the album for the day of the murder? Because he just said that after he witnessed, he got scared and went home. So therefore, Cody has witnessed a murder, and he got so scared he ran away. Why would the boy have erased the photos he took? Okay, let's see here. The photos got blurry, that would not make sense. He erased them by mistake. The Steel Samurai didn't win. I can think of only one reason, Your Honor. the Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those photos. You mean the Steel Samurai lost? Well, Cody, am I right? I'm right, am I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai.
No way! No! It's impossible! The Steel Samurai never loses! He never loses to anyone, ever!
Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased the precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. Yet, to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He could have handled the truth. Order? I will have order? Witness, I mean, Cody, is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw. Cody, that day, you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight, right?
Okay! You're right! The Steel Samurai fell down! Then he didn't move!
Order! What kind of stuff are you trying to pull, right? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. Yet, according to the witness' testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell. Mr. Wright, what's going on? Apparently, we have all made a serious error. An error? What's this all about? Okay, Hammer was a victim. Steel Samurai was a victim? Let's see here. So basically, Hammer was a let's think this through. So basically, back then, Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai. That was him. He was the original Steel Samurai until he got the chief of magistrate. And then and also the security guard was not happy for him being the villain. So let me see here. It still Samurai was a victim, because like the thing is, Jack Hammer was originally Steel Samurai, and Cody looks up to him as his own hero. He idolizes him. So basically, when it comes to him idolizing his previous actor, my guess is that the previous actor dressed up as Steel Samurai, as a Steel Samurai, that got him excited. It's also possible that there might be two Steel Samurais, because like, considering that the Will Powers was taking a nap until about 5 o'clock, because he was a sleeping pill. He was using a sleeping pill, or someone gave him this the sleeping pill to put him to sleep for a long time. And along with that timeline, after he got back, he was evicted or indicted to be sent to the detention and charged for murder. So it's possible there's like two Steel Samurais during that day of the murder. So let's go with the Steel Samurai was a victim. If you understand what really happened, it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer, he was the victim. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai. Just like I said, I predicted it just right. I guessed it right. Order! So the Steel Samurai in this photograph, you're saying the man in this closet was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer? That's exactly what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the accident scene run through that morning. Thus, he obviously knew about Will Power's foot injury. But wait! Hadn't Mr. Hammer gone to Studio 1 already? That's what everyone thought. But remember what Miss Oldbag said in her testimony? I'm not died on a murder. I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He's already gone to the studio before I got back to the car station. Oh, that makes sense. Mr. Jack Hammers left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him going to the Studio 1. Nor was the picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room. Then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. That would make sense! I got it! I got it right!
Well, why would the picture do such a thing?
Because he was originally Steel Samurai, just like we mentioned. But I honestly don't know.
I get it!
Huh?
I thought that the Steel Samurai was moving strange. So it was a different person inside the suit? Pops!
Huh? Me? What?
Actually, there was a piece of data I saved.
Data?
Yeah, a photo of my digital camera.
A photo on your digital camera? What?
Show us, quick!
No way, man. Not if you were gonna look at me like that.
Now!
Here, this is it.
Okay. So, let me see here.
Well, looking at this, it's still hard to say.
Oh! This is Studio 2!
I'm afraid that it could be anyone in that costume.
But someone's at Studio 2. Someone else dressed up as Steel Samurai. So there was another Steel Samurai.
Your opinion, Mr. Wright?
I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence.
I'm sorry, this doesn't look like it's proof we need. I'll give it back.
Wait, Phoenix. Mia, what? Look at the photo once more. That's it, Phoenix. That photo is all the evidence we need to win this trial. What? Yeah, cause like I noticed there was a 2 there. Your Honor? May I see that photo once more, please?
Certainly. I don't see why not.
Phoenix, show him. There's a glaring evidence on inconsistency of the facts as we know them in that photo. Find the inconsistency in that photo.
Take that!
I think it's here.
You seem to be lacking a little more confidence than usual.
That's because I'm not confident about it at all.
Maybe if you want to rethink this case further.
Okay. Oh, it says the Studio 2. It's this. Oh, wait. Yeah, like, that's my first guess. My second guess is the spear. Look at the spear.
Take that!
Is that it? I think it's here. No. It's not it. Okay. Let's see. What else? It's not the spear. It's not the truth here. Is the... It's not... I'm gonna assume this?
Take that!
Oh! I was right! I was pointing out the 2 is spelled backward. That was my... I was right about that earlier, but I didn't look at the one at the upper section. So I had it right. Okay. Your Honor, take a look at this.
I see. A gate?
I might draw your attention to the number 2 on the gate.
The number? Ah, yes. Well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2.
Clearly not a 1, Your Honor. Correct? Okay. I believe Mr. Esper sees what I'm getting at.
But that's impossible!
Huh? What? What's this all about? Please explain it so that I might be shocked along with the rest of the court. So, my first guess was 2, the gate, but it was spelled backwards, so I basically got the one for the upper section, so I had to guess was that one. I'll use the studio guide map. Okay, the body was found here in Studio 1. However, what do we see in the photo taken in the time of the murder? It does not say 1 on that gate in the photo. Your Honor, here is the true scene of the crime. Show the judge on what your murders took place.
Take that!
Here. Here, at Studio 2. I see. That will explain the 2 on the gate of the number. The gate of the photo. Okay. Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place at Studio 2. Okay. The path was blocked. The path of the trailer was blocked. So we have heard. The path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time. Yes, I suppose that will be the case. Remember, Mr. Salmonella in testimony? Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to Studio 1. Yet, in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones at the access to the scenes of the crime, Studio 2. As you may recall, there was a trailer of Studio 2. Now, on that day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. During that time, Mr. Salmonella and Ms. Vasquez were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime. Order! The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard, Miss Altbag, saw was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole the Steel Samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2. This is madness! Jack Hammer is the victim! The victim! Why would he steal the Steel Samurai costume? Are you suggesting that he sold to cover up the details of his own murder? Well, no, of course not. Or do you have proof? Give me proof that the victim, Jack Hammer, stole the costume. The sleeping pill. I have proof. You do? You do, Mr. Wright? Now that they're surprised so suddenly, I'm much less confident. I think I'm right though. Here's my proof that Jack Hammer stole the costume. He found the table of the employee is a label of sleeping pills.
Take that!
This is it. An empty bottle? Empty medicine bottle? I found this on the table of the employee area. The same table where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. The labels reads sleeping pills. Sleeping pills? The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent the entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer. Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicion, yes. But there is no proof that Mr. Hammer used it. Your Honor, I have an idea. Let's fingerprint the bottle. An idea? Very well, let's hear it. I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claims is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprints should show up on this bottle. I suppose you're right. Very well. The court will now take possession of the bottle. Okay. Empty bottle given to the judge. This court will suspend proceeding on the current trial for today. Cody Hackett's testimony have time to commit murder. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? Your homework is to find the answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? Also, who killed him and why? Find the answer for me by tomorrow. That's a lot of homework. Mr. Edgeworth? You will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers. As you say, Your Honor. This trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension. Cool. So we won that one. Very well. Court is adjourned. I won that one. That was cool. Took me about an hour, but I figured it out. And I didn't lose my credential. That's pretty cool. Whew. That was a close one.
We were saved by hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home about 3 times during the trial.
Me too.
Really? You both seem so confident.
Huh. Maybe I should take up your career in acting? I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there.
Me too.
Dead?
Ho. Of course, we're kidding.
Are you sure? I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to go make our final investigation. But I promise you, we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial.
Right. Thanks.
To be continued. We'll continue on with this trial or with this case. Alright, take a break on that one. Day 3, and we're going to do our investigation. Right in Cold Law offices. That was a close one, huh, Mia?
Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it.
Huh? Hey, Maya.
So, what happened?
Well, I think I got a pretty good idea who did it. Now all I need is a motive and proof.
Wow, good going, Nick.
Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have.
Initial trial? What's that?
That's a new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed up the whole process up.
So under that system, trials have to end in 3 days?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, we've no time to waste. Okay, still samurai. I don't get it, Maya. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume?
What? You mean Mr. Hammer was wearing the costume?
Yep.
But Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick. Why would he go through the trouble stealing it?
That's what we had to find out.
What happened to the director's testimony?
Well, it's pretty clear that the producer and the director were both in the trailer.
Huh?
Which means that the killer has to be one of them.
Really? Why?
Because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2, where that trailer is.
What?
Was Maya always this excitable? Well, have you noticed anything that might help us?
I can see what's going on when Mia is here. So, no, I haven't noticed anything.
Right.
Maybe we should go talk to WP?
WP. Powers. Right. Alright. Let's go talk to him. So let's see what he's got to say about this whole situation.
Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you.
Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears?
What, Nick? You must have really wowed him in there.
And could you wipe that grin off your face?
Hey, WP! Only 1 day left. Let's make it count.
Yes. Though, there's not really anything I can do to help.
I'm not really sure what I can do either.
Please, this is not laughing matter. So let's see what he's got to say. Producer Don Vasquez. Could you tell me more about Ms. Don Vasquez?
Oh, the producer? She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius.
A genius?
She's been a global studio for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares to tell her different these days.
Why is that?
Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studio was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and
And what?
Nothing. Forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow.
Tell us about the director Manila. Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manila?
Oh, he used to be a minor straight to video director. With something in his work caught Vasquez's eyes. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows that this name is out of Manila. I hear he's pretty much at her beak and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high and all that.
I can imagine him being at her back and call. Though I can't imagine him jumping.
I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth.
Oh, yeah, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. But he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in the little productions at Global.
How can he do that? He was really looking forward to the sequel of Samurai Summer.
He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global 5 years ago, when everything was going down under.
Yeah, that would make sense. Okay, maybe we need to go somewhere else and see what we can find.
Learn something new. Global Studios main gate. Well, you got something to say?
Bill Wimbeck. Bill Wimbeck sure was quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful, like this. Nick, I think her car's down.
Yeah.
I bet we could even eat those donuts in the car station if you wanted.
You eat? You die.
Phew, she's alive!
So, tell us about the producer Vasquez. I was wondering about Dee Vasquez, the producer. All the city bigwigs love her. So she always get her way. She seems bitter.
Do you not like the producer?
Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. Okay, Director Manila. Can I ask you about Sal Manila, the director? Sal? He's Sal, a pushover. Does whatever Vasquez tells him to. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. I'm gonna stay away from that. For my own sanity's sake, I'm gonna stay away from that.
Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick?
No, it doesn't, Maya. Yeah, just leave it be. Just leave it be. About Mr. Hammer.
Arr! I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper! Poor old Hammer! You dragged his star down from the sky and stomped on it! Calling him a criminal, a thief! I won't forget this!
Oh, she's really pissed this time.
See, you listen to me, whippersnapper! My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing! Why, he still spelled powers caused him, so he could sneak by me! He will never stoop so low! It's impossible!
Yeah, I'm gonna go somewhere else. Let's see here. Let's go back to the employees area. See what we can learn from there.
I guess they're not filming today, either. I didn't want to see them filming just one time.
This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later.
I guess. So this is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right?
Uh-huh.
I wonder if there's any other clues lying around.
Ouch! No touching!
Hey, Gumshoe.
Oh, sorry, pal.
Didn't mean to frighten you.
Didn't me! I almost had a heart attack!
I guess I can be a little dramatic at times. I suppose it's an actor in me. Dramatic. Dramatic key? Dramatic key. Indeed. Dramatic cure, indeed. Okay. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table. Wait, are you looking for the sleeping pill? Yeah, pal. Traces are therefore. There are traces thereof.
So you're looking for traces of sleeping pills, huh? How?
Through a thorough examination. Okay. You gotta take a plate back of the precinct. Oh, sorry, it's precinct. Okay, but I had a compatibility to make a cursory examination right here. God damn, I fucking suck reading. Our science guy gave me some testing solutions. This reacted to the sleeping pill, you see? If the traces if there's traces, it'll change color.
Wow, neat! Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for?
No, everything in due time, pal. Let's see here. Any reaction? Well, the test is solution. The test is solution on the plate changed color. All right. So he was using it. So the fluid on this plate has some laces of a sleeping pill. Looks like it. Okay, found in a plate area on it are traces of sleeping pills and large bone. Okay. How goes the investigation? To tell you the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should for sure the case that we already have against Powers. And some people think we should switch suspects.
What do you think, Detective Gumshoe?
Well, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I'll buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though. And how is Edgeworth doing anyway? Mr. Edgeworth is out of control. He was in the reading room. He crushed his paper cup and hot coffee in it. Yeesh. That bad? Whoa. Talk about burning, pal.
Wow, the Fury of Edgeworth!
Yeah, crushing paper cups. Cups, bottles. Say, whatever happened to that empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim jackhammers on prints on the bottle.
So that means...
Yep, that sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim himself. So I was right. We were both right. Sleeping pill bottle added to the court record. Found a bottle on the table bears Jack Hammer's fingerprints. Okay. So let's just try to get over to this area and let's go investigate the dressing room.
Oh, hello. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... What? Why? But WP's innocent! Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done. But this week is the last episode of Steel Samurai. What? No!
I was wondering if I could ask about Mr. Hammer.
Yes?
On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2.
Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1. He stole the Steel Samurai costume too! What? What would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh. I guess the rumor must be true then. The rumor? Yeah. Miss Vargas, that producer, has some kind of a hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'll do anything she said, apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? Dirt. You know, bad stuff. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used the Studio 2 again. They left the film on set the way it was, too. The film set?
Was that trailer part of the film's set then?
What do you mean this Last Steel Samurai?
I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant.
No! No!
Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make his show anymore.
What? Why?
I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided.
Why aren't they going to make his show anymore?
The studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to figure out all this ever happened. They want it quiet. You understand?
How could they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai?
It's okay. I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow.
No, that could be true. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Max, say something.
Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this.
And this is...
A fan collected all this photographs. The kids love Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be canceled just so adults can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone.
You're right. Okay. But what can I do?
Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago.
Okay.
So, 5 years ago. Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago?
Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently 5 years ago, someone died, and it was Hammer's fault.
Someone died?
It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer missed the broadcast. I managed to hush it up.
And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer?
And that's why Mr. Hammer wouldn't do anything Miss Vargas asked him to do.
To make him just like a villain.
But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public?
Well, you know, Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what happened to his career if word got out.
I see.
You know who knows more about this? Miss Obag. She was here at the studio back then, you know.
Thanks, we'll try asking her. If she'll talk. Okay. So, are you still there? Alright, let's just go back to the studio gate. Why are you still slinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take it over from me?
The old windbag doesn't look so good.
Everybody's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. Who did they think made Global Studio what it is today? Hammer. It's all due to Hammer.
She's starting to fourth at the mountain. She's starting on fourth at the mountain, Nick. Maybe we should keep her safe distance?
Yuck. So, tell us what happened 5 years ago. I just want to ask you about that. Who told you? Who did you hear that from? Huh? Nichols! Nichols?
Nichols, Nick. Penny Nichols? That sister we talked to?
Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he? Whippersnappers!
Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that? And a recent departed, no less? I suppose you think this is fun?
No. I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers.
Are you claiming that Hammer stole Powers' costume? You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof?
Proof that Hammer stole the costume? Yes, I do have proof. I'm sorry, Miss Oldbag, but we do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole the costume. Okay. Right here. Here's my proof. What? What's a little empty bottle supposed to prove? It's a bottle of sleeping pills with Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it. What does that prove? I'm sure our old Hammer has some sleepless nights. Okay, how about this? Mr. Pros ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct? Well, yes, so? This is the plate that he used to eat the steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate. What's up, buddy? You don't like the voice acting? She's just watching me. I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Miss Olbeck? Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in. Miss Olbeck? Yeah, right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, the paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess what made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia. Ooh, the mafia? She saw as the paparazzi. That was its beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand, poor Hammer never meant any harm to anyone. Miss Olbeck? Hold on a moment. Poor Miss Olbeck. Here, take this. A photograph? Ooh! Jesus! Wait a second. This is the picture. This is a trailer in Studio 2? Hammer was supposed to fight with the bad guy. On the top of the stairs. There. He pushed an actor and then a man fell under the firebox fence. Yikes. Well, how did he get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. I understand. So we better go down to Studio 2, see this whole fence thing, and see what we'll talk about that. Thank you for sharing that with us. Let's go down to Studio 2. That was something. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the samurai costume. Then he left from here to the Studio 2. Right. But why? I wonder if someone called him. Like the director or the producer? It's possible. So let's go down to Studio 2. Hey, it's Fast Class. You wanna go take a nap, birdie? Okay, I'm almost done with this whole questioning thing. Hey Nick, it's Miss Vargas. Hello? Hello? H-E-L-L-O! Maya, you should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently. So let's ask her. Excuse me, Mr. Harry came here on the day of the murder, and... Shh. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick! She's really ticking me off! Oh dear. Man, she's really hard to talk to. She's gonna be hard to talk to in the court, too. Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it! Nick, she did it! She's a killer! My fate plus speaks to me. I know it! Oh dear. Oh dear. I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manila. If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could all talk about it in the trailer? By yourselves? Oh dear. Alright, so you want me to go down to the trailer?
assistant cleaning up yesterday? Funny. It still seems pretty messy in here.
I guess she was still on a high from getting that rare card so needed. That she needed. Let me see here. Let's see what we can learn. Looks like it's designed set for the Steel Samurai. Is the same thing what you just said? This is where they had that meeting. There are documents and paper cups scattered around. Okay, the glass is frosted. Okay, can't worry about that. Okay.
Oh my god! That movie was the best! It's about the samurai who sings his way to fame and fortune. Mr. Hammer was a very accomplished singer, you know.
Singing Samurai Stars? What's next? Ninja Ballet? Samurai Summer. Oh, that's the one that they were talking about earlier. Samurai Summer. I started Jack Hammer. This poster is quite old.
Wow, it's been years since I saw that show. It was one of those typical summer romance stories, but it was great.
A typical summer romance with a samurai on a horse. Okay, what else? An old movie poster. Dynamite Samurai starring Jack Hammer. Hush! I guess Mr. Hammer used to be quite a star. Alright, what else we got? Let's check out the garbage. Nothing in that to be a clue. Just some paper cups, a crumple, and some documents. Are you sure about that? Could have been some clue for that one. Okay. There's nothing else I could do. There's nothing else I could do here. Okay. And she won't even talk to me anymore. Okay. So tell me, what happened to this scenario? She's not even looking.
Where?
What?
Where did you get that?
Well... Old bag. Old?
She was a security lady, Miss Olbeck, Nick.
Right. Anyway. Miss Podcast. Hush. You hid the incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer.
The Rin.
The what? Huh?
It's gotten strong, don't you think? The Rin? Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer.
Nick, she really saw the trailer.
And so sorry.
You came. Well then, what was it that you were talking about?
Why is she so eager to talk about all of a sudden? Miss Podcast. You were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing the kiss show for the petty change.
So I'm a blackmailer now.
Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident, but you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star.
Oh? I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of his own accord.
But you're the cause. You pressured him. And to think it was just an accident.
Excuse me? What is this all about? You keep saying accident. How are you so sure?
What do you mean?
Must I spell everything out for you? Think. What would it be if it wasn't an accident?
It will be a murder.
No.
No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it? On purpose?
That is what I mean.
Where's your proof? Can you prove it?
Just think. Would he have let me run on his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard. I believe you me.
But the security lady said it was an accident.
Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammers, didn't she? She just thought the reporter who brought that folder into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hands, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too.
So that's why she had a photo.
She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. Okay, he could have made a copy. But he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me, now.
What? This is valuable evidence!
Boys!
Oh. Oh. The Mafia, she's part of the syndicate. Who are they?
Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased?
What?
The trial ends tomorrow. How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll all have to miss it.
Tell me why.
Why do you want this photograph so badly?
This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? What should Dave Vasquez care about at all?
I'm sure you have plenty of time to think about where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away.
No!
Hold it right there! I heard everything, pal!
Dave Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me now!
Not bad. Pretty well. It appears that this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it.
So she'll be taken into detention. Whew! You came in right in the nick of time, Gumshoe.
Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry, I was a little late with my entrance.
I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing.
Detective Gumshoe! Thank you! I was really scared.
Huh? Don't mention it, pal. Just do my job.
Detective Gumshoe?
Sorry, it's just... I wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective.
Okay.
I got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon.
Relnick? It looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this.
And who's at the bottom? Dave Vasquez? So we got in court. Awesome. That was quick. That was a lot faster than I expected. It was antagonizing though. Or rather intimidating. So I need to save this part and get to the last day of court. The final day. Hold on, let me take care of my bird. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I just had to put my bird in her cage. And cover her up a little. Okay, October 20th. 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Willpowers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edward. Your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. It claims that the scene of the crime was, in fact, Studio 2. Today, I recall on people present in the studio, Studio 2 earlier that day. From their testimony, the truth will become clear. Very well. Ezra seems a bit on edge today. I need my water. I just hit my mic too. What the hell just happened back there?
You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. Prosecutor calls Ms. Vasquez to the stand. Ms. Vasquez is the producer who was present in Studio 2 trailer that day. Are you sure you're supposed to be smoking in court? That's not allowed. Will the witness state her name and occupation?
D. Vasquez, I'm a producer of Global Studios.
On the day of the murder, you were in a trailer in Studio 2.
As everyone here knows, yes. I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here.
Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder.
Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay.
Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. The day of the murder.
I entered a trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 o'clock sharp. It ended at 4 o'clock. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I'm a fugitive, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steak at the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later, when we all went to Studio 1. That's all.
So you found the body later in Studio 1. That contradicts what you just said, because, like, I don't know, I gotta make sense of this. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were vegetated, so you had Sal take you?
That van. There's a van at Studio 2.
Yeah.
I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk, so with that, monkey's head toppling over.
Marnell. By yourself?
Yes.
And you didn't stop in at the employee area?
No.
Are you always this terse?
Yes.
Oh dear.
The meeting began at 12 o'clock sharp. It ended at 4.
Did no one leave during the meeting?
No one.
Come on! Let's talk a bit more about that. The witnesses do not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony.
The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. And please stop banging on that little desk. It hurts my ears.
You got told.
There was a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1.
And where exactly was that?
I've forgotten.
Maybe you could try remembering?
No.
The meeting ended at 4 o'clock, and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5 o'clock. I would think it was between those times. You would think? Come on, all you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth.
I was vegetated, so I had Sal take me.
Oh, fatigued. Okay. Hold on. You had Sal take you? What does that mean?
What it means what I said. I had Sal take me to the Studio 2 van.
Oh, right.
At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break at a meeting.
And what were you doing during that time?
Don't hit your desk. It irritates me.
Yeah, Mr. Wright.
Oops.
And you just did it too.
It was a 15-minute break. Sal and I ate a T-bone steak on the table in front of the trailer.
Do you have someone who can verify this?
Sal.
No, I mean someone else.
One person is enough.
If she committed murder during that break, she wouldn't have had time to eat the T-bone steak. If I had some kind of evidence that could prove that she didn't eat that steak.
Well, Nick, find anything?
I kind of wish that she had a little more.
It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss. But I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she says somewhere.
Okay, so let's check out the little court record. Time of death is about that time. Pierce to the body. Dragging his feet. Okay. Let me try to determine this. Okay, let me see here. Tired of murder was that. Okay. To Studio 1, after the meeting. A little before noon, the meeting took place. It began at 12 o'clock sharp, ended at 4 o'clock. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. At 2:30, it was a 15 minutes break. Oh, whoa, maybe this bad. Okay, let's see here. At 2:30, maybe this one. Nope. That fucked it up. That fucked it up. Nope. That ruined my credential on that one. Sal and I ate T-bone steak. Wait, at 2:30 we took a 15-minute break. Dang. Sal and I had to take a T-bone steak in front of the trailer. Let's see here. I had to determine. The gate is there. It can't be that. So how did you get over there if there's no way over there to the Studio 1? It has to be this. Damn. That's not it either. Here goes my credential. Again. Okay. Okay. What else we got? What else we got? Unemployed area at the traces of Seniorville. Manila use defend the Faircast at Studio 1 after. It's not that either. Shit. There goes that credential as well. Ah, shit, this is a tough one. Okay, let's see here. Maybe it could be this one. Okay, let's see here. Block path to the scene of crime between 2:15 to 4 p.m. Maybe it could be that. Shit. I suck at this. Well, my accusation is really bad. Okay. The meeting began at 12 o'clock sharp, and it's... Okay. There was a big rehearsal there. I gotta figure out how to pin this down on her. Let me see here. Also, I'm a little hungry, so I gotta figure out what's the best way to get her down. Okay. So let me try re-crushing her for about this stuff. Boy area. Okay. Okay. Let me double check on this. No. Alright. So let me see here. Alright. I gotta be smart. At the rehearsal, there's like 2 o'clock. At the studio 1. It looks like it was that. The meeting ended at 4 o'clock, so the rehearsal was at 5 o'clock. I would think. I would like for them to restate, make amend for their statements. So I can actually make it easier for myself, but she's hard to get through. Okay. So let's see here. What were you doing there in that time? Okay. It was 15 minutes break. Yeah, someone else who can verify this. If she committed a murder during that break, she wouldn't have had time to eat the T-bone steak. If I had some evidence that to prove that she didn't eat that steak. So basically, what they're telling me is that when it's highlighted, that's a huge clue. That's the biggest clue. So that I gotta figure out what evidence that proves that that she didn't eat it. Okay, it's gotta be something. It's gotta be something. What evidence that could back that up? At 2:30, at 15, sound like T-bone steak on the table. He also did mention that he didn't eat that time. This is a tough one. Let's see here. Scrapbook. No. That one. Oh. Okay, from the table, employee area. It's gotta be in this area. Why don't I use the van to get to this destination? I had to pin this down on her saying what evidence would it be that okay. It could be this. It has to be that. But then again, I could be wrong. That ate T-bone steak. Well, what evidence could it be that could use against her? What evidence? Because I only got one last chance for my credential. I gotta think carefully. I had to be analytical. Like, what is the best way to decide what can happen? Like, what happened here? Okay. And, let me see here. She said that she, got it right from him. So let me try to go back on that day. And question for this. Let me try to get this straight. It takes me to studio 2 then. But I have to determine what is it that I can use against her. It has to be this one. That sounds like a steak on the table in front of the trailer. It could be the place. No, it can't be. Because, like, it's found in the employee area on it, replacing pills. I mean, let's see here. Because Jackhammer's the one who got the pills out for that. It has fingerprints on it. And this is the previous incident that took place. Sounded like a table steak on the table in front of the cow trailer. Now, since you mentioned that she took a break, I had to determine what's the best answer for this. I gotta think. Let me try to go over this one more time. And what were you doing there that time? Okay. It was a 15 minutes break. That's it. Alright. And do you have someone else that can verify this? Someone else. Once enough. If she committed murder during that break, she wouldn't have time to eat a T-bone steak. If I had some evidence to prove that she didn't eat that steak. You know what? It has to be that. I'm gonna assume it's the steak or the plate. Cause like, I'm gonna make a wild guess. I'm gonna make it an educational guess. Cause basically, she said that she didn't have enough time. But she's saying that she had time and ate some steak. So it has to be that plate. I'm gonna make an educated guess. And if I fuck up, I fuck up. Alright. Finger crossed. Oh, it was that one. So it was that. Okay, so I was right. Cause like, I had to make an educated guess for saying, well, what's the best way to pin her down? And like, I know that the plate was given to Pyro because he ate it with Tracy's sleeping pills on it. It should be on that. So she may have switched it around or something. Then I had to ask, who was that? It's like I can't even decide. Did Jack Hammers spray the sleeping powder on it, or did she put it on it, or made him put it on it? Then again, that would make sense, because like, she said that she had Sal Marnella to drive down to Studio 1. It's possible that she could have been lying, and it could have drove down to the employee's area, or went down to the employee area, gave the plate a little switch around. And then all of a sudden, gave him the plate with the sleeping pills in it and made him go sleep. Then again, I could be wrong about that. I don't know. Let's see what the guys say. You claim that you ate the T-bone steak. But I say you did not. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate. This plate was on a table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you that it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Miss Marnella ate at the table outside the trailer. Yeah, they did, but it's empty. Yeah, there is no Oh, right. I forgot about that. Cause like, I was being blocked out by Miss Vasquez and stuff. I kind of forgot there was empty plates. And she stated that she ate T-bone steak. Yeah, that makes sense. But they didn't eat T-bone steak. And both of them said that they ate T-bone steak, but that was a contradiction. That makes sense. The plates were bare. Yeah, there you go. Miss Vasquez? Tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You didn't eat the steak. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it out somewhere, like the incinerator. I see. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? Okay, picking us out. No, that ain't gonna help with that one. We're going meeting with Steel Samurai. She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Order? Are you saying Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vodka's left the trailer at, to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Mr. Wright, isn't it a little presumptuous? What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Tell him claim of what he wants. You said I did it? Yes. Fascinating. A hero was worrying about worrying that today will be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us all have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Fastcast. Good luck, Nick. I wish I could rebuild my credits. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear. Yes. I am, as you can say, a woman of a petite stature. How can I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? Good question. How could she, indeed? Maybe, the fence. It has to be the fence. It has to be the fence. Cause let's look at the record. Okay. So according to this, basically what we saw, it was an accident that he accidentally killed her. But during the day that we showed up after the day of murder, it was bent over, right? So it's possible that she killed him in cold blood, and then make it look like it was it was a murder with a spear. It could have been fabricated. It could have been that because both of them are sharp. That's sharp and the spear is sharp. So it has to be that. It has to be that. So let's determine. So how can I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? You could you? I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using this as a weapon. Pretty much as anyone would. Huh. You see? Yes. However, that was no bearing on this case. Meaning, the spear samurai was not the murder weapon. What? Yes, I was right. I was right. What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying in the next to the. The spear found lying next to this victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that this just samurai spear was not the murder weapon. It was this. Take that! Wrong, Mr. Wright, but I haven't said anything yet. I know where you well enough by now that you know where you're going with the present the wrong evidence.
I can sense it too, with my faint blood.
Okay, I picked up the wrong evidence. Enough of the sensing. Okay, let's hear the real evidence, Your Honor. I can prove this real evidence, so this is another one. The murder weapon has been picked up and made with a duct tape. This one. Because, like, it was cut up. Because, like, here's another theory. Basically, what happens is that during the rehearsal, or something, there was a struggle, and the real powers broke the spirit by accident. And then, next thing you know, he could have used the spirit as a murder weapon. That. Oh, wait. Let me see here. A break in the shadow has been mended with break day. Okay, it has to be that. I'm guessing it's this. I'm gonna make an assumption. Because, like, we have here, it's a full photo of it all mended together. And clearly, everyone stated that it's heavy. And, let me see here. It contains every photo of it. No. I don't think that's gonna help much. It's an assumption for that. Because normally, it would be that. It would have been that. And it would have been bented over. It could have been that. Because, like, if it was, like, happened 5 years ago, wouldn't it be fixed by now? I mean, it makes sense. Alright, let's see here. So we already got that taken care of. So, I'm gonna have to make an assumption. Could be wrong, but I'm gonna make an assumption then. There's also the scrapbook that the kid took every picture of it. Okay, let's make a guess on this one. I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon. But that is a murder weapon. Yeah, I guess my educated guess. Not so fast. Just like I talked about earlier, he broke it by accident. Just I talked about earlier. Okay, remember that the spirit broke during the morning action scene run through? But someone fixed the spare. It was a security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how was it possible for someone to stab a man who was wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? Oh, order! Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence! I am on testifying here, and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the spirit ceremony was not the murder weapon, then pray tell, what was? How was Hammer killed? Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer? I can tell you. I won't make a claim that I wouldn't make a claim like if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was. I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Alright, well, let's see this murder weapon then. So it has to be this, it's not the spear itself, but it has to be this. I have to make a guess it's this one. I'm calling it. Look at this photo. Right there. I was right. I was fucking right. I was fucking right. Because, as I said earlier, both of them are sharp. Both the spear and that fence. That fence is sharp as a spear. So it has to be that. And plus, it was bent over. So I was right about that logic. What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer sitting on top of the stairs. Order! Order! If I could not have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. This wasn't a fortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of the very accident. Okay. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios. What does that have to do with this current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it. See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? What? Are you saying? Yes. What happened 5 years ago happens now. It has happened again. I figured it out. I fucking figured it out. Mr. Wright, continue. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs on the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer did himself done 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die? 5 years ago? Precisely. Ironic, isn't it?
Ho, very creative, Mr. Wright. I can't use a man like you on my script writing stuff.
You deny that what I said is true?
Mr. Wright, let's say, for the sake of an argument, that Hammer died at the trailer, as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And in the magistrate's costume, no less.
Oh, I know how you did that. You used the fan to move the body of the Studio 1, place it there, and fabricate the case. That's how you did it.
Are you claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer on the day of the 50-minute break?
Yes, you did.
How could I dispose the body?
I have an idea on that. The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes to 2:30, from 2:30 to 2:45. Could jackhammers have been pushed off the stairs at his death? Then carried this to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time. Indeed. Also, the kid, Cody, he took a picture of it that he was at Studio 2. He must have witnessed it. Then again, is he referring to the producer as the villain? That will make sense too, because the Steel Samurai, he takes a picture. Let me have a thought to myself. He takes a picture of every victory he did, and ever since she pushed him off the stairs and into the skewer of fans, he was just shocked that he was so scared and traumatized that he erased that photo, and he went back home without getting seen. And then afterwards, during that 15 minutes break, they used a fan to travel down to Studio 1 by going around the studio somehow, and then managed to put the body there, replace his body into his villain costume, Dark Magistrate costume, and make it look like he was killed in the scene. It was fabricated. Like he was skewed, basically he was skewed and make it look like a fabrication, and all of a sudden fabricate the whole murder scene. So that's what I'm getting at. That's the murder case I can get. That's the only thing I can think of. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with a body? Okay. I bet she couldn't have been. I bet she couldn't have been. You'd be surprised. I bet she couldn't have been. Yeah, I bet she could do it. When people think their lifespan depends on it, they can do amazing things. Mr. Wright, this is not an episode that's incredible. If you claim that she did everything in 15 minutes, let me guess. Show me proof. Correct. Show me proof. How am I supposed to do that? With the fan. Then I won't have any make unsustainable claims. Wait a second. How does he know that what I'm thinking? Huh. I need only to look at the cold sweat running down your face to know what you're thinking. God damn, he's good. Mr. Wright, perhaps you would like to reconsider your claim. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt the body? Okay, there's another way. She had another way. What if she had another way to carry the body, other than with her own hands? For instance? Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. There was a way for you to carry that body. Interesting. Let's hear it then. Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body. With this. Take that! With the fan, of course. Miss Vacas, you carry the body to Studio 1. And you use the studio fan to do it. Easy. Got it. Recall your testimony. There was a bit of rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fidgeted, so I had to tell Sal take me. There was a fan there, right? So I had Sal drive me. You used the fan to carry the body to the Studio 1. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body at the magistrate's costume. Objection! Hold on, Wright. Don't forget, it was Sal Manella drove that fan. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella is a conspirator? Of course he was, because he does everything that she says. Of course, Sal Manella has to have been a conspirator. The body was the body had to be placed in a van and put in the costume. That was other than Miss Vacas could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that she had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. Oh, the incinerator! That makes sense! You used the incinerator to burn the costume to destroy the evidence. That also makes sense. Go away. Okay, they had to because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. And they probably burned it in that small incinerator. So, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue?
No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose. You win. It was fun.
Huh? I win? What? You give up? So what happens next? Don't question me. Don't you have anything to say?
What would you like me to say?
A confession, maybe? I lost? Something like that?
I just said that.
Well, confess. Wait, so you mean... D. Vasquez, so it was you? You killed Jack Hammer?
Who can say?
Huh?
Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright? We just engaged in a battle of wits. And the results of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer.
Right.
But that is only the possibility.
Possibility?
Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright.
What? How will I prove that? Order? Mr. Edward, your thoughts? Of course, it's a witness. It's as the witness says. Certainly, it does seem very unlikely she did it, but there's no proof. Edward isn't sure, so he doesn't know either.
Well, I came here as a witness today. If you have no more questions, I'll be leaving.
What do I do now? I need her to testify again, because I can't... Because the thing is, I had nothing else to prove that she did it without no testimony. And if I could get the cross-examination out of her and stuff, then I might have a new evidence to back it up. So I'm gonna need her to testify again. I'd like you to testify again. Testify again?
Know when to give up, Mr. Wright? Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before, the truth, Mr. Wright. I already said all there is to it. To say. What would happen if I say it again? You ask the same question, get the same answers. A waste of time.
Damn it! Damn! To come so far only to fail. I can't even think of another way to pin her down. As I see that there are no further questions, I would like to end this cross-examination with the witness, Miss Vasquez.
Objection!
Ashworth? Yes, Mr. Ashworth? I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. I see. Very well.
Objection!
Well, Your Honor, I request that the witness testify again. Oh, so he's on my side then.
You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness.
I just want to hear your testimony again.
Does this mean, does that make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes.
Mr. Edwards, I too see a little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about? Well, yes, okay, I see what's going on here. Edwards helping us, because he wants to know what's going on too. Indeed, verily, I say, ergo. I want to hear what happened after they found the body. After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter.
Nick! Why did Ashworth?
Who knows? He probably realized that she did it too.
But, wasn't he the one that said that he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that.
Ashworth. After finding the body.
I was with Sal and Oldback, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there, too. Only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police. Then Powers showed up. The security lady, Oldback, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home.
I see no issue raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination?
Okay, Nick. We're close. Real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and trace the truth out of her, Nick.
Right. Alright, got it. Let's do it. Let's do this. So I gotta determine how to find a clue.
I was with Sal and Olga, the security lady, when we found the body.
What time was that?
We were at the meeting at 4. Wait. We were to meet at 5 o'clock for the rehearsal. So I said it was then.
When exactly did you and Miss Manola arrive at the studio?
About 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing any bodies in the costume, mind you.
I need to press harder. Where were the other employees when you got to the studio?
They weren't there yet.
Well, then you could have put. Then you could have put Hammer in that costume with Sal Manola's help.
Oh? What did I just say? Did I not just say I wasn't stuffing any bodies into any costume? You should try to listen to what people are saying, boy.
But boy, the witness will continue her testimony.
The assistant was there too. Only Powers was absent.
Mr. Power was taking a nap, correct?
So he says.
Did no one go call to him? Go to call him?
Remember?
Remember what?
There was a dead body lying in front of us. Yet you expect me to be calm?
You certainly seem calm enough when I accuse you of murder. I need to press harder. Wait a second. Wouldn't that be the other way around?
The other way around?
You discovered a murdered body and one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for a missing person? I have to agree with the defense on this one. Well, Miss Farkas?
Logically speaking, perhaps. But no one there was thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, without his still summer costume, Powers doesn't really stand out. We often left out on the bus. We often left out on the bus when shooting at location. No one noticed he was missing.
Poor Powers. Well, I suppose that explains that. Very well, Miss Vasquez, you may continue.
I immediately called the police. Then Powers showed up.
What was everyone else doing at that time?
No one said a thing. It was silent, completely silent. So we stood there until Powers finally arrived at the scene. Sorry, I'm late. Then silence, dead silence. Silence.
Hey, Nick! Why is everyone so quiet? Someone should do something to lighten things up.
Yeah, even I don't know how to answer that question.
The security lady, old bag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying that he did it.
Old bag, the security lady? Why did the security lady think that she done it?
She said because she saw him going towards the studio.
Right, the Steel Samurai. We have a photo of that. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word?
Perhaps not. She seemed to have also given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard all of this after the fact.
That photograph, meaning the one that is taken the security camera.
She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer.
I don't think there's anything in there I can use.
I asked her to be left in the proceedings.
You asked her to be left out?
Yes. It seems that everyone else was questioned, and I'm really not fond of that sort of thing.
But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question.
Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that, since we were in a meeting. There was no way we could have been involved. That's all they covered for us.
Covered for you? Or covered it up for you?
There must have been
A lot of writing on it. With all those big words at the meeting. I'm sure that her professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. Yeah, it has to be that. Her thugs. Her syndicate.
I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes.
What? Okay. Press that. The script and your direction notes?
Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't have it wouldn't do to have them stolen.
No, I guess not. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio 1 for the rehearsal. Why didn't you bring the script and notes?
Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything.
Why?
There was a murder after all. Who could think of a rehearsal after that?
Oh yeah, I guess. Very well. Miss Vargas, please continue. Huh? Your Honor, I have an objection to that witness' last statement. Huh? Think. Miss Vargas says she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to know that the murder before going to Studio 1. Oh. So you're going everything against what prosecutors are supposed to do. They're supposed to protect the witnesses. But now he's going against her. I like to see where this is going. Order! Order! Mr. Esworth! What have you just said? What you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make on such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense? I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I can't believe Esworth is helping me.
So the prosecutor is confused with the defense? What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal.
Very well. The witness will change the testimony to reflect this reason.
I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't have done any actions, so I left them behind.
How did you know about the injury?
How did I know? Sal. He told me.
Sal, the director.
Okay.
You have to find something to pack this on her.
Oh, the photo.
Or everything we done would be now will have been wasted. I believe you, Nick. Go get him.
Alright, I know how to present it. Okay, skip all this. Let the proceeding. Go back to the trailer. It's a last statement. Okay. He was dragging his one leg. It was that one. You knew that Hammer was injured. Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was a still samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers.
What?
Because Will Powers was practicing and he injured himself during the training. And afterward, after he injured himself while he tripped, he broke the spear. And along with that, the security guard taped it up together. And as you see, confronted him with jackhammers. All of a sudden, she thought that it was Will Powers to murder him. But why would she want to murder Will Powers? Why exactly? I want to see what this is going with. Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo. But that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers.
Pretending?
One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why do you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? Because he was still samurai.
I already said it. Was who told me? That's right. He must have gotten it wrong.
I think not. Mr. Manila at the run-through that morning, he would have known that it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you that it was the wrong person? Miss Valitas, you saw Hammer limping. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manila. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes.
Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured?
Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. I mean, he's dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers.
Oh.
And when was he doing this?
Well,
it would have been after he put a steel samurai costume and went to Studio 2 where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the steel samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer wasn't in a steel samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning.
order! Order! I will have order!
Witness, can you refute that claim? Yeah, let's see you sneak your way out of this one, fat ass.
Very well. I have a question for you.
Why are the real killers always so persistent?
Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. He had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing.
Yes. You would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? Maybe she was blackmailing Hal. It's possible that... Okay, here's another theory. Back then, like, I remember hearing from Penny and also the old bag saying that he was being blackmailed. And as we confronted her, Vladicas, for the blackmail, her syndicate came and confronted us about to delete us before Gumshoe showed up and saved us. So I'm guessing it has something to do with blackmail. It has something to do with that, because like she kept it on the leash, even a petty role that he became the Dark Magistrate. He hated that, and basically when he showed up as Steel Samurai, he confronted her as Steel Samurai, but assumed that it was real power because the director himself said that she saw real powers was injured, and she assumed it was real powers as a Steel Samurai. But the only question is, why would she if she wanted to kill Will Powers, why? Why would she want to kill him? Why indeed, exactly? And then when they went to the studio to the other side and stuff, I'm guessing that when they revealed his costume, or unrevealed his costume with his mask, they found out it was Jack Hammer's. So they had to cover it up and say that they had to go down to Studio 1. And basically, they covered that up, got him on change with the Dark Magistrate costume, and drove back for a 15-minute break, and burned the costume that has all the blood and everything into an incinerator, and made everything look like it's all fabricated. After they skewed this murder weapon, the spear, into his chest, after he was skewed with a fence. So that's the only thing I can think of.
If there was a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does this defense have anything to say on that matter? In other words, can you prove that the witness had motive?
Yes. Okay, I have proof, and I'll show it to you. I present the court evidence. Okay, I present the court the evidence that Miss Vasquez's motive was on this motive. Her motive was this.
Take that!
This is my proof. This is the photo from before? This photo revealed the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With the Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial. It began on that day, 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Just like I said earlier. Bringing us to the present day, and Mr. Hammer's last role as an evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly, it was a constant source of shame for the X-Star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here, yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed Mr. D. Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have?
Yes, that's right. According to what you say, it would have had no reason I would have no reason to kill Mr. Hammer.
I'm about to say Mr.
He was a good source of income for me, and I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine.
Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder. This is a tough one. This is a really tough one. What evidence do I have to reveal a motive for her? Let's see here. I don't think I can prove that. Because I already showed the photo, 5 years old photo. And that doesn't help at all. It contains all the victories from that. No, I don't think I want that. That's already been presented too. I honestly can't refill that at all. I can't. I can't think of a good motive on why would she do that. Because like, I was trying to question it, like saying, it was either Real Powers or Jack Hammer. Why would she want to kill him? Why does she need to kill him? What motivate her to kill him in the first place? I can't think of a good legitimate reason for that because like Jack Hammer approached to her on trailer, and they were having a conversation. They were having a little conflict. But what was her motive? Why did they have the motivation to get him killed? Why did he confront her in the first place? We don't know the answer to that at all. I can't prove that. She had no motive, Your Honor. What's that now? It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. Oh, that explains it. Because like, because think of it. He got blackmailed after he pushed her down. I mean, he pushed that guy down, and she wanted him to work as Dark Magistrate. And as he dressed up as Steel Samurai, he wanted to get her. He wanted to murder her. So that's why he put on the sleeping pills inside his food, put him to sleep, went over to the studio, and the security guard thought it was Real Powers because like in the photo, and they confront her, so she's planning to murder her. What's that now? It's simple. Mr. Hammer was attempting to kill Miss Vasquez. What? What? Your Honor? Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Parnes with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer stuck into this dressing room and stole the summer out. Exactly what I just said! I just fucking said it! Jack Hammer rolled the cost down to fool the security lady to think it was Mr. That's what I said! I fucking said it! Then Jack Cameron made his way to the trailer. And for that purpose, you ask? To kill Dude Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all these years. Yes! I got it! I got her. I figured it out! Without a game over. Thank God! So, did you do it? So you did it, didn't you?
Yes, I am guilty. It was me.
So, someone call an ambulance! There's blood everywhere! We're too late. Ah! It's Vasquez! What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Manuel! Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No! How could this be? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer's doing the accident scene and... No! Manuel! Don't touch him, Miss Vasquez! No! Please don't die. Please! So, tell us, what happened? I really want to know what happened.
Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose again.
Mr. Edward, where's Steve Vasquez? In the reading lobby, Your Honor. As calm and collected as ever. I see. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? It appears you have brought about yet another miracle. I thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found isn't only natural, not a miracle. Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not guilty! Oh yeah, I'm awesome. I figured it out. Oh yeah, I'm awesome. That is all. This court is adjourned. Whew, that was a tough one. I will admit that. That was legit tough, but I got it. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I know that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's not enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez, but to think that he would try to frame me for murder. That's horrible. It makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. Huh? Tell me. Why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? Actually, I don't know why. Why does he want to kill him? Or why does he want to frame him at all? Why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? I honestly don't have the answer for that, to be honest. I have no evidence to prove that. Let's see here. Because we have these, but they don't count at all. Let me see here. Maybe it contains every victory scenes at every battle of the Steel Samurai. Maybe it's that. It could be that. I'm gonna go for the hunch for this. Oh, the little photo. Well, this is what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because... this.
Take that!
It's because you were a Steel Samurai. Because I was a Steel Samurai? Mr. Hammer was a big star once. But he was reduced and acting in a kids show, and as a villain to boot. The kids all loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you. I think I understand. He could have just told me. I would have changed all places with him any time. I think you're missing the point. Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over. So am I. So am I.
Congratulations, WP!
Oh. Thanks to you, I'll be able to don this Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into the sweaty costume and... about that. You wanna tell Maya? Is something wrong?
No, of course not. Ah! Nick, Edgeworth!
Hey, Edward, you helped us. Thank you. Say something, right? Okay. I'm not good with small talk. Huh? What? That was too bad, Ashworth. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? No, I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gone away if he hadn't stepped in. Oh, pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. Ashworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Liar! Right. I must say, I didn't expect to meet you again after all these years.
Meet again?
However, in retrospect, it would have been better if we'd not met. Thanks to you, I am saddled with unnecessary feelings. Unnecessary feelings? Yes, unease and uncertainty. Aren't those kind of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you. I can't make any promises about that. Mr. Wright? Was that guy your friend?
What? Friends? As if? They're rivals, right, Nick?
For now we are, I guess.
Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick. Tell me, what's the deal with you and Edgeworth?
We were once lovers. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. And so the curtain closed on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios always thought its programming changed. They went back to making Kids Show again. Pink Princess.
Nick! This is it! The new show starts today! You're going to watch it with me, right?
I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they seriously go through with it.
You have to buy training cards too, okay? We have to trade with Cody, the assistant.
Fine, I'll do it. Isn't it great?
Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again? I wonder if they show his real face this time.
I don't know. I don't think that the world is ready for the real Powers. Yay! I did it! I did it without getting a game over. I was so close to getting a game over, but I survived it. Okay, this... Oh, I remember this one. This one's hard. This one's fucking hard. I remember this one. I'm gonna save. Whew, that was a hard one. Oh my god, that was actually legit hard. Because, the thing is, I was not expecting things to be that complicated. So Dave Vasquez was very difficult to figure out. She was so hard to get through. But in the end, I managed to outwit her. I thought this through. I was analytical. I got the right idea. I got the right goal. I barely got out of that. Just barely. Whew, that was a tough one. But other than that, I'm having fun playing this game for you guys. So we only got a few more episodes left along with it. And then, after we get done with these episodes, we'll go down to the next game and start a new adventure together. So thank you guys so much for watching the stream. I'm going to take a little break for a bit. And if you do like this episode, and you really want to help out with this channel for this algorithm, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification, and share this with me like this content in the future, because it will definitely help out with the algorithm. That being said, I'm the Video Game Crester, and the Armster says, catch you in the next episode, baby. Peace.